Hey, welcome back to Left 4 Dead Garage. I believe it's time to work on the Impala. I mean, technically this thing is the star of the show, and it's probably really not been on the channel in quite a while. So, actually, I'm forced to work on it. It's no maintenance is what I've performed since I got back from Power Tour. Speedometer cable broke or something, so I'm not 100% sure the mileage I've got on this oil change, which I don't feel like it's over 3,000, but it's probably getting close. That's really why I'm not that's really not why I'm working on this thing. Let me get it started up and I'll show you. Other than those lifters raising cane, but that eventually goes away. I might need to run back through the valves again, and it is running terrible at the moment. Like, starting to clear up. But yeah, let me show you what brings us here. So you can see, I guess, no clutch action. Let's go to third gear. Oh wait, there is no third gear. You hear the transmission kind of load up. We got fourth gear though, barely. Oh, that ain't happy. All right, so rode this thing to get some parts Sunday. Nothing important, just some. Oh yeah, it's running terrible. It's cold too, but rode this thing to get some parts. I was only about 25 miles from home. Left the man's driveway, easing up through there. Go for third gear. Oh, a little scrapage there. Go for third. I had no third. This is gonna be fun. There we go. So, which the only thing really concerned me is third and fourth share the same shift linkage. So I was scared of losing fourth gear, which, as you can see, fourth gear is kind of not there. So my guess is the linkage, the arm has came loose, the bolt's backed out or something. I hope I can make this turn one-handed. I think I got enough junk moved out of the way to get this thing in, but hopefully that's all it is. I was going to get a speedometer cable. I ordered one, but O'Reilly's has failed me again. So, well, I don't want to get too close to Pinky. I'm running out of floor jack room there. I'm gonna let this thing run, get warm, so we can change the oil. But speedometer cable won't be in until tomorrow. But we'll run around this thing and lay hands on some stuff and lay eyes on the other things and check it out real good. So, not an eventful video, but we're working on the Impala, so hey, why not video? All right, got this thing in the air. It's pretty much hot. I left it running while I was putting it on jack stands. So I'm gonna go under here. We're gonna drain the oil. And I just realized that I'm a quart shy of having the normal oil that I run in this thing. So didn't order any of that. I thought I was feeling much better until I laid on this creeper, and I was quickly reminded that I am not getting much better here. Whew. Didn't really think about it. Wish if I'd had 2 more 12-ton stands, I could have got it higher, but I was kind of at my max back there with the 6-ton stands. It appears that I'm going to have to use a block or 2. Try to stay away from this muffler that's 300 degrees. So let's shim the old drain pan up here. I don't know what happened. I don't see nothing backed off with the transmission, but we'll look at that in a minute. I can't ever remember what size this drain plug is for some reason. So I just got the standard adjustable. Almost accidentally picked up the metric adjustable. Didn't think I had an oil filter. Well, I had 2 on the shelf. Thought I had enough oil. I have almost none, or not enough. So yeah, that's, I run green Lucas oil, so you can tell how discolored that is. I don't think it's magnetic, nope. So while that's draining, could probably put another, there we go. It's shimmed up a little bit better. All right, why won't my car go into gear? Oh, it is falling off. That's why it won't go into gear. That bolt is probably supposed to be tight. So it's, yep. And then as the thing hits me in the face, the arm needs, there we go, pulled out. So we know what's wrong with that. The dog won't stop barking. So while this oil's draining, I'll put this back on and go ahead and pull this speedometer cable and see if I can figure out why this decided to quit the team. We'll look around this thing and make sure there's nothing else major falling off of it. So get right back to you. All right, back at it. Got my speedometer cable. I'm gonna jump under here and check the rear end grease, because that pinion seal leaks, and well, I'll never change it. Should probably, oh, I'm still hurting like crazy hurting, except if my wife, but if my wife's around, I feel good, no problem whatsoever. No complaints, because if she knows I'm still hurting like I am, she won't watch this, so I'm good to go. So if she finds out I'm still hurting like I am, my dirt bike is in question. So we're under here, and you see it's got a little drippy there. It's not too bad. It's either not too bad or it ain't got anything to leak out. And another little thing that I'm seeing here is probably from Power Tour. But if you look right above that drive shaft, that whole big clean spot right above it, hopefully you can see that. Yeah, you can see it right there. That means the drive shaft's been hitting the floor, and you can see the drive shaft's got rub marks on it too. So hopefully that's probably from Power Tour, from being like super loaded, which it's mostly still super loaded because it's got a bunch of crap in the trunk. Still rocking the old overload springs. I'm not even sure what I showed off before Power Tour. Never did buy any more bump stops. The only one I got's that one. Well, I bought some, but they were the wrong ones. So I'm gonna see if we can check this rear end out right quick. It's the weirdest drain plug. It doesn't have straight sides. They have a taper on them. And this snap-on adjustable has teeth, so it usually grabs it pretty good. Good Lord, who tightened this up? I might have lied to you. Oh, there we go. There's probably an ancient tool just for this. I did not have it. Yep. Still pretty full. We'll pump some in there. Anyway, since we're already here. These squeezy bag gear oils are the best thing ever. Like, I've had this same bag. All right, we're full now. I've had this same bag for 2 years. I just keep refilling it and wiping it off. I guess we're done under here. Kind of concerning about the floor up there though. I'm sure that's real good for the drive shaft, the center bearing, and the pinion bearing. Next time I take the drive shaft out, I might take the air hammer and custom clearance that. I should probably get the grease gun out and hit all the U-joints, but I don't really feel like it. But I'll probably do it anyway. Probably should spray my heim joints from my track bar there, or panhard bar, whatever you want to call it, because they're a little dry and squeaky. Let's put a speedometer cable in that I realize I'm gonna have to lay in the floor to do. I could barely get in the floor of this thing under the dash. That hurt. On a good day, let alone with the aftermath of a dirt bike incident. But let me clean the gear off of me and attempt to pull a speedometer cable out and attempt to reinstall a new one. So I'll be right back. All right, well, that wasn't too bad. I forgot this one actually screws into the back of the, you can see it's all wadded up right here too. See the little bit of wire and stuff in there. I've already got it loose from the transmission. I know there's a bad spot in it, so I don't know if maybe that's what got it or what, but the one on the transmission end, see how like Brillo padded up it looks. So it snapped off at the transmission end, but it didn't look too good at the speedometer end either. It was nearly twisted off, not broke off of there. So it might have got bound up in that melty spot. But either way, there's the part number. Probably fits Blue Me and things. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to shoot some PB Blast or something down in this cable before I put it on there. Well, there's some black. I don't know what. Maybe that's some sort of oil. I think I've been inked. So now that I got that all over me, I need to take care of that before I touch my face and not realize it, and then I get on this thing and, well, oh, got it on my paint, not the paint. Dang. All right, let me spray some stuff in there, or try, and then wipe this crap off, and we will try to route this cable safer. So I'll see you under the car. Speedometer cable took all of 5 minutes. I guess it's at the proper height for me to struggle and lean backwards and get under the dash. I've had a little bit of valve train racket, and this passenger side over here, I've got 2 rocker arm nuts that are pretty weak, and from time to time they will back off. I should probably replace them, but I can't remember to order any. So I just periodically check them. So I've not had the valve covers off in a while either. I also haven't had the spark plugs out in probably 2 years, believe that or not. They don't look so well. Not really what I had expected to see when I pulled these things out. Matter of fact, number 2 here is pretty rough. It doesn't look healthy. Pretty cruddy. They're all black, like it's running super fat, which it probably is. But yeah, I have not pulled those plugs in a long time. what are these, TR or UR4s? I'm pretty sure I've got a set of those in there. The driver's side looked a little better. Sometimes when I crank this thing up, after it sits a while, it does smoke some. So I imagine the guides or the seals have aged, and I've probably sped up that aging process by putting this motor into this car with my right foot. It does see a little rev limiter action from time to time. These plugs, pretty equally crappy. You can tell they've been in there a while, they're oxidized. Let me go find some spark plugs, clean some valve covers up, and we'll start putting this thing back together. Just for ha-has, because I've never done it and I've wandered, and I was told to check the compression on the old orange truck over there because that motor sounds so good, and there's like next to nothing really done to it. I mean, it can't have that much compression. This thing, on the other hand, is like a factory 8 to 1, like pitiful. So just for ha-has, I checked the compression. The driver's side was anywhere from 60 to 80 psi, and I just started down the passenger side here, and it looks like we're at maybe 85, so that's a good one. So that's 2. Let's try cylinder 4. If I can do this one-handed, probably not. I would love to have something fresh to put in this thing before next year. So you can see that. You're probably supposed to have the throttle wide open, but I've only got so many hands, so. Ooh, look at there, 65. That's pitiful. I expected it to be somewhere around 100. But I guess, well, I don't know. I guess I was just assuming wrong. 8 to 1, that sound about right? Seems pretty puny to me. Let's check the others. Already here. About 65. Whopping PSI. Well, we almost hit the 70 mark there. I mean, it's pretty close across the board, within maybe, I don't know, I guess I've seen almost 90 in some spots, so 30 PSI is probably kind of bad if it's below 100, below 100 already. It needs all the PSI it can get. So that was just a fun, pointless thing to do. I got squirreled, sidetracked when I went in here to get spark plugs, and I came out with a compression tester. And well, it's just how it goes sometimes. Let me put this back and get these. That's what tried to kill me. It's only been sitting over in the corner for 3 years. I got the bright idea that it's time to ride again. Yeah, well, that went south real quick. I need to go get a spark plug gapper, and I'll gap these and we'll throw them in. I'm gonna crank it. I need to check the timing. So let me get that done, and I'll drag the timing light out. All right, let's see if a 4 to 1 will crank here. Still kind of loud. noticed I had about 40 degrees of full total advance, which doesn't seem right. So maybe there's something wrong with my old light. I'm gonna hook the vacuum advance up and see what happens. A bit much. I'm pretty sure I can limit that vacuum advance.
Competition Products, your source for hardcore engine parts for street, strip, and oval track. Our free catalog is packed with hundreds of product lines from the best-known manufacturers in the performance industry. Lowest prices guaranteed. Free shipping and handling on all orders over $149 in the continental U.S. Need expert advice? Our knowledgeable staff is just a phone call away. Competition Product, race parts sold by racers since 1970.
All right, camera went dead last night, so I just quit where I was at, and then I got to fooling around and didn't video everything, but did a lot of reading between yesterday and 15 minutes ago, and being that this thing is scary low on the number of cranking compression at cold, which should matter, shouldn't be that low. Like if you go to the Chevelle forum, they were saying these truck bottom ends, these 8-to-1 slugs, 9 times out of 10, they love 50 degrees of timing. Like, the only time I've ever run 50 degrees of timing was a truck on propane. I had a 1-ton 4-drive, long story, a little nice 355, and I ran it on propane. And I would lock it out at 50. It would fire right up. It wouldn't even smell like a forklift. But anyway, so I bumped this thing up. Got my vacuum advance finally hooked up, got everything figured out. I'm about 55 degrees, so it's a touch high, but super low compression, and we'll just see how it does. I got an ear, I can tell the spark knocking, but with the advance hooked up, it's sitting here at 34 degrees, so I'm gonna try it right there. I keep good gas in this thing anyway. It's probably super overkill, especially knowing that it's 4-to-1, but I keep 90 in it, so it's not like 93, but it's not ethanol because I don't know how long it's going to sit sometimes, and I would just rather have, you know, I guess the insurance from not having the ethanol gas in it. I guess that's about all I'm going to do to it, other than wash it. But instead of ending this video now, how about we end it tomorrow? We'll get up in the morning and we'll cruise the Cars and Coffee in Gastonia, and we'll get some video. A guy named Greg puts this little deal on. We went for the first time last month, and they had a great turnout. I mean, little food truck there. Hopefully the food truck will be there again. I think the city's being kind of crappy towards them. We can go figure, government, they want that money. So we'll just end it there. We'll get up in the morning. I'm actually going to test drive this thing first, but we'll get up in the morning. I don't know how many people's going. I think our group's kind of small tomorrow. Sadly, the Silver 49 no longer in the group. It now lives Indiana, I think is where it lives now. So I'm going to pick up Chris. I think we're going to meet Michael. The other Chris with the C10, he's doing something called working on Saturdays. I don't know what that is, but yep, I'll see you in the morning.